Example, problem number 2. The sum of two numbers is 55. Twice the smaller is 11 more than the larger number. Find the numbers. Again, the sum of two numbers is 55. Then twice the smaller is 11 more than the larger number. Find the number. So this case, we are talking about two numbers. Wherein the first condition is the sum is 55. And then twice the smaller is 11 more than. What about 11 more than? Meaning we are going to add 11 because more than 11. The larger number. So if you're going to get the twice the smaller is 11 more than the larger number. So this time, we have here given one, the sum of two numbers is 55. Given two twice, the smaller is 11 more than the larger number. So we have to decide that we have to get our representation from given one because the given two is more complicated. If you're going to have twice the smaller. So for the most complicated one, that would be our equation. Now, the simple one, the sum of two numbers is 55. So this is for the representation. So our representation here is if the sum of two numbers is 55, if S be the smaller, the sum is 55. So to get the larger, we simply subtract 55 minus S. Take note, we are referring to the sum. So if S be the smaller number, since they have the sum of 55, to get the larger, subtract 55 by the smaller to get the larger. Now, so we have already the smaller is S and the larger is 55 minus S. Twice the smaller, meaning we are going to multiply 2 by S. Twice the smaller, so 2S, is equal, is 11 more than. So meaning we are going to add 11 plus 11 more than the larger. So our larger is 55 minus S. So that becomes 2S is equal to 55 minus S plus 11, or quantity 55 minus S plus 11, where 55 minus S is the larger. Twice the smaller is 11 more than the larger. So to solve this equation, so I have here 2S is equal to, just bring down 55 minus S because this is addition. Transpose negative S to the left side, so that becomes positive S. 2S plus S is 3S. 55 plus 11 is 66. Divide both sides by 3. Take note because we have here a numerical coefficient 3. So 3 divided by 3 is 1S. 66 divided by 3 is 22. So therefore, the smaller number is 22. So if the larger number is 55 minus S, so therefore, 55 minus 22 is equal to 33. 33 is the larger number. So if you are going to check whether these two numbers meet the given conditions, so if you are going to 22, the sum is 55. So 22 plus 33 is 55. Yes. If you are going to get twice the smaller, that is 44. That is equal to 11 more than the larger. So what is 11 plus 33? That is 44. So they are equal. When once you have going to get twice of this, that is 44, and add 11 for the larger is still 44. So using the original equation, that is 2 times S is equal to 55 minus S plus 11. So 2 times 22 is 44. 55 minus 22, our S is 33. Added by 11, that is 44. So they are equal. So another example, problem number 3. So this time we have here, the larger is twice the smaller number. If 20 more than one-third of the larger is equal to twice the smaller, what are the numbers? Again, the larger is twice the smaller number. If 20 more than one-third of the larger is equal to twice the smaller, what are the numbers? So this time, let us try to get the given. So if you've noticed that the second given is more complicated one. So if this is more complicated one, that would be for our equation. And the simplest one is the larger is twice the smaller. So that would be our representation. So since the larger is twice the smaller number, so meaning the larger is dependent to the smaller number. You cannot get the larger without smaller. So you are going to represent smaller first. So let S be the smaller number. So since the larger is twice the smaller, so the larger is twice the smaller. So that becomes 2S. So if 20 more than, so meaning you are going to add 20, one third of the larger. So is equal to twice the smaller. So we have here the equation. 20 more than, so you are going to add 20. One third of the larger. What is our larger? That is 2S. So that becomes one third 2S, quantity 2S plus 20. Again, 20 more than, so you are going to add 20. One third of the larger, which is 2S, is equal to twice the smaller. So smaller is S, so 2S. So this would be our equation. One third quantity 2S plus 20 is equal to 2S. Now, to solve, this time our equation is, we have here fraction. So we are going to remove first this 3. So how? By multiplying both sides by 3. Multiply both sides, the left side by 3 and on the right side by 2. Take note if we have here a denominator 3. So if we are going to multiply 3 times 2 is 6 divided by 3 is 2s. So meaning we have here 2s again. 3 times 2s, 6s divided by 3 is 2s. Or just cancel 3 on 3, that is 2s. Then 33, 3 times 20 is 60. So you're going to distribute here. 3 times 20 is 60. Then this time 3 times 2s is 6s. So 6s is from 3 times 2s. So we are going to multiply it by 3 since the denominator is 3. So collect. So this time 2s will be transposed to the right side. It is still the same if 6s can be transposed to the left side. But this time it will be easier for us that you are going to transpose 2s to the right side. 6s minus 2s is equal to 4s. So we have the 60. Divide both sides by 4 since we have here 4. 4s divided by 4, that is 60 divided by 4 is 15. So our smaller number is 15. Now to get the larger, since larger is twice the smaller, so twice of 15 is 30. So this time the answers are 15 and 30. Now let us try to check. So if you are going, the larger is twice the smaller. Yes, 30 is twice the smaller. Now if you are going to get one third of the larger, that is 10, added by 20 because it is 20 more than 20 times 20 plus 10 is equal to 30. Is equal to twice the smaller. What is the smaller? 15. Twice 15 is 30. So they are equal. Or you can use the original equation. One third quantity 2s plus 20 is equal to 2s. So what is 2 times s? 2 times 15 is 30. This is our larger. If you are going to get one third of this is 10. Added by 20 is 30. Then twice the smaller is 30. So 30 is equal to 30. So I hope you learned something today regarding number relation problem. So this is Teacher Verhel saying thank you and may God bless us all.